My name is Teacher Martha from Woodrose International School. Our topic today is marketing mix. Marketing mix is a set of marketing tools that a firm uses to pursue its target. It represents the four decisions needed for effective marketing of a product. And these four decisions are commonly known as the 4 P's of marketing. And it is important to have the right product at the right price with the right promotion in the right place. And in today's lesson, we are going to discuss the first P, the product. When a new product is launched, businesses spend a considerable amount of money through various forms of media in order to attract the attention of potential customers. If they succeed, they will buy the product. If it meets their expectations, they will buy over and over again, and this helps build customer and brand loyalty. But if it does not meet expectations, the customers will not buy again. So because of competition in fast-changing markets, in order to survive, a business may need to develop new products to meet the ever-changing customer needs. With all this competition and fast-changing markets, does branding and a good image really bring a competitive advantage? First, let's discuss what is a brand. A brand is the name given to a product or a range of products by the business. We can summarize brand image as what you do and say as a brand and how people feel about it. But what are the advantages of maintaining a good brand image? Firstly, a brand image increases a business's sales and revenue. It also helps distinguish products from those of competitors. I am so sure we are all familiar with this. People are willing to pay much more for a well-known brand. Adidas, Nike, Gucci. Everyone wants to own a pair of Adidas or a nice t-shirt, for example. It is also easier to launch new products as the brand is already known and is trusted. Many a time when I go to buy water, mineral water, I prefer to buy, and I believe most of you do too, buying a well-established brand, the brands that we all know. Agua Namasha, Vumba, Nestle, Bon Agua. But there are times I have seen new unfamiliar brands that make you think twice before you buy. Depending on the type of product offered, some businesses, after perfecting the product, now have to worry about the packaging. What is the role of packaging? Firstly, it is to protect the product. Try to think of eggs without the crate. It is also to provide information about the product. We have seen a carton of milk or a box of soap come with the ingredients inside, or secondly, the nutritional value of the product if it's edible stuff, or it can be on how to use the product. Thirdly, it is also to help consumers recognize the product. Besides these three roles that we've discussed, there are also other reasons that people may buy a product for. People may buy uh, for the purposes of using the empty container after using the product. Recently, I bought a bottle of honey, not because I wanted the product inside itself, the honey, but I wanted the glass jar to use for my herbal concoctions. We have been making a lot of those during this corona pandemic period. Ginger blended with honey and turmeric and cinnamon, or with cayenne pepper or lemon juice. We all know the recipes. Also, it could be to keep the freshness of the product. A good example is the cereal box. Cereal box, the inner packaging, the plastic, is there to maintain the freshness of the product. After a product is launched, it follows a pattern of sales from the period it is introduced to the time that it is withdrawn. And this pattern of sales is what we call the product life cycle. The product life cycle has four stages: the introduction stage, growth stage, the maturity, and the decline stage. During the introduction stage, the sales are really low. Why? Because people are not buying in large numbers because they don't know the product. A business may also make a loss during this period due to the cost of advertising, trying to make sure the customers are aware of the product, followed by the growth stage. During this stage of the product life cycle, the product is better known, the sales will be increasing, and the product starts earning profits. During the maturity stage, the product is at its best. The sales are no longer growing, but they are also not falling. And this is the most profitable stage. After this stage comes the decline stage. During this period, the sales are now falling. The product eventually becomes unprofitable, and as a result, it is withdrawn from the market. This is the diagram of the product life cycle. Sales plotted against time. If we take a look at the introduction stage, the sales are really at their minimum, with the chances of a business even making a lot, as it will be spending a lot of money in advertising, making sure the product is known. In the growth stage, the sales are increasing and the business is beginning to recover some of its investment as they are making profits. In the maturity stage, the sales are at their peak, and thereafter the sales start declining, the product becomes unprofitable, and eventually is withdrawn from the market. It is every business's dream to have their product stay in the maturity stage for as long as possible. Why? Because of the high profits and because of trying to maintain this, businesses try extension strategies. They can find new markets for their products. For example, if they were selling locally, they may decide to penetrate foreign markets. If a business was selling only in Maputo, they may broaden their prospects and try Nampula or even Beira. Businesses can find new uses for their products. They can also adapt the product or packaging to improve its appeal to the customers. We have seen it all before. The same Kellogg's complex will be repackaged and advertised as new with added vitamins or new with added minerals. We have also seen Coca-Cola as it evolved over the years. They are still the best in their industry. When the health craze was taken to a new level, they responded by Paleta Morango with less sugar. They also responded by Coke Zero. They even introduced a new product line, the Minute Maid. It was all in an effort to remain relevant. This is a product life cycle where extension strategies were used. As we can see, there is a prolonged maturity stage. And this concludes today's lesson on one of the 4 P's of marketing. The one which lead us to decisions about the amount paid, how to promote, the distribution channel. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.